Welcome to week 145. Manage your mind, boundaries. Press pause, boundaries, and the entrepreneurial brain. You know how it is. You're juggling a million things at once, trying to stay focused on tasks in front of you, and then someone asks you for just a little favor. Your brain lights up. Sure, no problem, you say without thinking. Secretly, you hope this favor is more exciting than the next thing on your handy-dandy to-do list, which you're avoiding anyway. Hashtag, I see you. Of course, you don't have the time, energy, or attention to take on anything extra, but there you are signing yourself up for one more thing. Sound familiar? No? Just me? Weird. That's the tricky thing about boundaries when you've got an entrepreneurial brain. We thrive on connection and impulse. You want to help. You want to say yes. And suddenly, you're drowning in commitments that you don't even remember agreeing to. It's not that you don't want to be there for people. It's that you've forgotten how to be there for yourself first. And that's where boundaries come in. Here's the brain science behind it. When someone asks you for something, whether it's your client, colleague, or best friend, your amygdala, the emotional part of your brain, fires up. It goes into fight or flight mode, even though saying yes or no isn't life-threatening. Your brain might sense a threat, like disappointing someone, feeling left out, or risking conflict. So in that moment, your brain is not exactly in logic mode. This is where the prefrontal cortex, the rational decision-making part of your brain, should step in. The problem is, your brain is often operating at full speed, and the amygdala takes the wheel before your prefrontal cortex even gets the chance. Your yes flies out before you've even considered your own needs. So how do you slow down that impulse and protect your boundaries? Practicing the power of the pause. Seriously, you need to create space between that emotional reaction and your logical brain. Try this. Write down your gut reaction, then wait. Don't respond right away. Take a short walk, perform a light task, and let your unconscious brain do its magic in the background. Entrepreneurial brains love to jump in fast, but pausing gives your prefrontal cortex time to catch up, weighing the pros and cons, and ensure your response aligns with your goals. With neuroplasticity, the more you practice this pause, the better you'll get at setting boundaries that work for you. That doesn't mean your emotional responses are, insert any negative word here. They're important and super valuable information. They tell you when something feels off. But when emotions take over, your boundaries get fuzzy. Burnout happens. Setting boundaries actually makes relationships stronger. You might think saying no could lead to conflict or hurt feelings, but it's the opposite. People respect you when you're more clear about what you can and can't do. It shows you value your time, energy, and attention, and it teaches others to do the same. A healthy boundary isn't just about saying no, it's about saying yes to the things that matter most. This means prioritizing tasks that align with your long-term goals, spending time with people who uplift and support you, and engage in things that bring you joy and fulfillment. When you get clear on what's right for you, you can show up fully, without resentment, and make decisions from a place of strength, not stress. So next time someone asks you for a little favor, pause, breathe, let your prefrontal cortex take over, and choose what works best for you. You'll thank yourself later. My question for you this week is, what's one situation where you wish you had set a clearer boundary? And how might things have turned out differently? Reply and share with me.